count tick, 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 tick. And that's a good thing because, oh man, hold on a second here. All right, that's my chair. That's my chair, and that's where it's going to be. Welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh. Live today, as always, on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and also on X. When we wrap up the show, you can go back to the live stream library at shoplc.com and get an up close and personal look at what we've done. Thank you. But in the meantime, the way for you to grab onto these deals in the moment, okay, in the moment is to go, yeah, I want that one. What do? You click on the little box below. Then what do? You type in Live 25. Why would you do that? Because we're about to save you 25% on every item in this show. And it's lab-grown diamonds. Now, I will just give you the warning, okay? Forewarned is forearmed, right, Tyler? Tyler sat with me through a lot of diamond shows. And there'll be more to come. But I have to tell you something. Tyler, does anybody get more excited about lab-grown diamonds than yours truly?
Nope.
Is that going to change?
Nope.
Are we glad about that? Are we glad about that? What?
Yes.
Thank you for your spoken words, my friend. Because, you know, diamonds, where do we start? There's something you should know about diamonds, okay? First of all, they're amazing, okay? If you are a person who collects gorgeous, rock crystal treasures, if you have crystals, if you have, beautiful mineral specimens in your home, your office, your workplace, gosh, you might even have one. After all that, I got this on backwards, y'all. Can you believe that? You might even have one in the cup holder of your car. You might have a big chunk of rose quartz. I may or may not know somebody as we speak who in the very cup holder of her truck has a chunk of rose quartz and a chunk of obsidian carved into a butterfly and a little bit of malachite. All that. Why do I even bring up mineral specimens at this point? Well, I'll tell you why. Because diamonds are a mineral. They are pure carbon for all intents and purposes. I mean, they are 99.9% carbon. And that in and of itself makes them wonderful. They are very, very carbon rich. And that's in and of itself is unusual because when you talk about, different minerals and different gemstones, diamond has a level of purity in that recipe that sets it apart from anything else. But that's not the magic of diamonds. The magic of diamonds is that they're impervious to acids. There's not an acid that breaks it down. There's nothing else on the Mohs scale that's harder than a diamond. It's a 10 on the Mohs scale. There's nothing else that gives us this gemstone experience or mineralogical experience. And they're not just pretty. Only 20% of the diamonds mined every single year even are considered for jewelry. I had somebody say to me, well, what is a gemologist anyway? And I said, well, we like minerals, but just the pretty ones. So whatever that's worth, right? But it's actually worth a lot. Because if you look back through time, we use these beautiful, incredible specimens of a mineral to mark the milestones in our events. And diamonds in today's world, in recent history, have come to symbolize, they're the most requested gemstone for the bride, for your wedding ring. Most people still put a diamond in their wedding ring. There are lots of alternatives to that. I'm not saying that it's not a wedding ring without a diamond, but just when you look at the importance of this. Now, there's a very big company, an international global cartel, and for a number of years, they have had the say-so in the how and the why and the marketing of diamonds. And consequently, in spite of mining, and mining is also a challenge, so don't get me wrong, but when you have one source to get them, and everybody has to buy from that source, you kind of see where I'm going there, right? They're very complicated to mine. Diamonds grow in volcanic shafts, the shafts of old ancient volcanoes. Those volcanoes are not active anymore, but geologically they've all been weathered away, so they don't even look like a volcano. There's just this remaining, shaft of where the volcano used to be. They occur sometimes 500 miles below the Earth's surface. So they're down there forming, and then the thing that gets them up to the mineable surface area is a volcanic eruption. Seriously, a gemstone born of magma and fire and some of the most strong, destructive geological forces on the planet. You want something that has staying power. You want a symbolism of lasting, of fortitude, of, forged in fire and survivorship. A diamond is not a bad thing to give, okay? Now, I think you can see the forever and always correlation in that exchange of why diamonds are chosen in today's world for wedding jewelry. It's because of that forever and always connotation. A number of decades ago, there was a marketing campaign started that said if you want a diamond for your wedding ring, your engagement ring, you need to be prepared for a good quality, I'm using air quotes and rolling my eyes, a good quality diamond. You got to be ready to spend, sit down for this because this is going to be painful. You got to be ready to spend 3 months salary. 3 months salary. Well, gentlemen and ladies, I'm here to tell you that is where lab-grown diamonds become your BFF, because we're going to put that to rest right here, right now. You do not have to spend 3 months salary, and that's because we have cracked Mother Nature's code for building diamonds in the laboratory, and they are diamonds by every measure. Optically, they behave with light. Chemically, they're the same composition. Physically, they're a 10 on the most hardness scale. By every scientific legal measurement, they are diamonds. They are essentially a clone of Mother Nature's, one of her most magnificent creations. So if you just look at this from the formation standpoint and how miraculous it is that carbon atoms can crystallize in this structure and that they can form sort of spontaneously in the midst of all sorts of crazy destructive geology, and then they sort of squish their way up to the top. They hitch a ride, little volcanic hitchhikers, if you will, and then we happen to find them. It's no wonder that ancient humans in the Golconda region, who discovered the first diamonds that had washed away from those original mines, it's no reason that they were transfixed by this gemstone. I mean, think about that. Nothing would scratch it. Nothing would, you couldn't wash it away. It wouldn't dissolve. There was nothing, hot, you could boil it in hot oil, nothing would happen. You could do all sorts of stuff to it. It was impervious. And diamonds very quickly earned a place of importance, not only as mineralogical specimens, but also as treasured keepsakes and as mystical stones. In today's world, we sort of have a little bit of that going on too, but you don't have to, in today's world, just settle for man-made earth mine diamonds that are a little bit more common and show off a little bit more inclusions. And that's where the grading scale comes in. You may have heard about the 4 C's of diamond grading: color, cut, clarity, and carat weight. Remember that little thing I told you about 80% of diamonds not even being considered jewelry quality? That's because they look like aquarium gravel. They don't look like this at all. They're dingy and full of inclusions and not strong enough to be faceted into precious gemstones. However, think about that. 20% of diamonds go into jewelry. Now we've got the 4 C's. So the 4 C's are your navigation tool, and they help you get to the spot where you can find something that fits your budget that's probably not 3 months salary. So here's where the grading and the money cross. 3 months salary. Oh my goodness. It's an emotional event. It's an important thing. You've got to be able to really go all in. You only live once. She's your dream. She's the apple of your eye. You don't want him to walk out without a diamond on his wedding band. You want him to know that he is loved and appreciated and well cared for. You want to mark your territory. To some extent, that's what bridal jewelry does. I'm okay with that. But here's the thing, when the 4 C's come into play, and I love the 4 C's, guys, I used to teach people in this industry how to grade cut diamonds. I worked at the old Santa Monica campus of GIA back in the 1980s and early 90s, and I'm very passionate about these gemstones. But I'm also, in today's world, very passionate and becoming more and more outspoken about why you need to buy lab-grown diamonds. And it all goes back to my core value, one of my biggest things, and that is value for your dollar. You work hard for every single dollar. So do I. I don't know a single person that doesn't think about every dollar spent in today's world. And I'm talking about people at every income level at this point. Whether you have a whole bunch of expendable dollars or whether you've got to be ever so careful because you don't have a lot of spendable dollars. Everybody I know is being very, very careful, very deliberate, very intentional with the dollars that they spend. When you go to the middle of the diamond grading scale, there are some people that'll say, these are the best diamonds over here, D, E, F, G, H, maybe I, J. It's got to be flawless, internally flawless, down to about SI 2 or 3. After that, you see things with your naked eye. You see visible characteristics. I don't want to see any of that. So the eye visibility thing is a breaking point. I want to see them. I don't really care so much. These are better. These are good. These are bad. We think in terms of good, bad, good, bad. It's not like that anymore. Good, bad is really not good, bad, good, bad. Good, bad means that D, E, F, colorless, well cut, all that just means super rare, means uncommon. If you can afford to shop over here, that's great. If not, you go over here and you buy smaller stones that have less visibility. And when you do a cluster of small stones, guess what? The visibility that may or may not be there for eye clean or not is not such a big deal because you're not looking at one huge stone. All right, if you're going to look at one big gemstone, one individual stone like that emerald cut versus smaller stones like this, that window is a lot bigger. You can see into the heart of that diamond much easier and much quicker than looking into the heart of that one. That's why you see lots and lots, thank you so much, lots and lots of smaller stones, because it gives us the thing we love about diamonds, which is the sparkle, the beauty, the dispersion, the brilliance, the scintillation. Thank you, Tyler. He got me a cough drop. Thank you. You see all that, but you don't see the inclusions, which some people say can detract, okay? You don't do that with lab-grown diamonds. Lab-grown diamonds start at a place where we just know ahead of time that you're going to get incredible visibility. Now, some of them grow with inclusions, okay? But these grow in a controlled environment, and because they grow in a controlled environment, you don't have to worry about mining, the infrastructure, the equipment. You don't have to worry about any of that. You know, you don't have to worry about reclaiming the land after it's all said and done. So this is, for many people, the alternative. It's what you've been waiting for, because the prices are ridiculous with us here at Shop LC, and I mean that in a good way. And you're going to get a level of 4C's, color, cut, clarity, carat weight, that if you were going to look at the similar elements in an earth fine diamond, would be 4, 5, 10 times what you're going to pay here at Shop LC. These are beautiful pieces. Some people say, oh, I can't give my fiance an earth mine diamond. Yes, you can. I can't give my fiance a lab-grown diamond. Yes, you can. You really can. And you know why? Because when she looks down at her hand and she sees that cluster ring, or she sees that big solitaire, she's not going to think about anything other than, wow, that's gorgeous. I've done this enough to know, my friends, that when you're talking about making a presentation, what's important is the presentation, okay? That's the thing that's important. And my own 2 cents is, when you can see the affordability factor that's thrown in on these, you love it even more because it becomes common sense. Is it a treasured family heirloom? It is, most definitely. And if you're looking for a fancy color, we've got champagne. If you're looking for blue or pinks, they're stunning. If you're looking for a fantastic pair of earrings, we got them. Now the thing is, everything in the show is going to be 25% savings, okay? Everything will be 25% off. Everything will ship to you, free shipping. And we're going to start you, finally, with this gorgeous piece. If you have questions about lab-grown diamonds, please follow me, okay? I'm Becky Booker GG on Instagram. You can find me, Becky Booker, Shop LC host as well. You can drop a message or a comment right in this during this show. I'd be happy to have that conversation. This is set in sterling silver. many ancient diamond pieces that royalty wore were set in silver because it was easier to find. You have in this piece 1 full carat of diamonds, and the average clarity on those is going to be SI, which means eye clean, which means unless you are really, 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 really good at using a jeweler's loupe, you will never see anything. You will never see anything. Even with a loupe, I can tell you that these are spectacular, and the cut brings the sparkle times 10. In addition to that, every single one of these is a full cut diamond. So you've got 57 facets on every single one of those diamonds. To call this a pendant is just not right. This is an explosion of sparkle on your neckline. Now, this is going to be item 1. We have 37 of these. This has been one of our most popular pieces. And way back in the day when this one came out, we actually had, I'm just checking, we had a ring that would match with this. I don't know what the status of those are, but I will tell you, get this now and then call Personal Shopper and ask them about the matching ring. If it's there, grab it, okay? Is it there?
So I don't think we have it in the showcase, but it is showing the bundle deal, so they can call in and do all that.
Okay, thank you.
Save that extra 10%.
All right, bundle and save. Your pendant, in the world of retail, for 1 carat of diamonds that would have this look and feel, if they were earth mine diamonds, you couldn't touch this for $17.99. Believe it or not, with all of the hype and all of the talk and all of the chatter and all of the back and forth yada yada, lab-grown diamonds are still not so common in the world of regular retail. Got to know where to get them. Got to know how to source them. We're going to cut through the hype. We're going to cut through all the crazy retail expense, and we're going to get you a straight from the source. We sourced them directly. We built the pieces. We're giving you the savings on top of savings. Shop LC price on these is $254.99. $254.99, my friends. We have 37 of these. Your Shop LC live stream price, saving you 25%. It means that this goes from $51 on the budget pay down to $38. Ooh, we kick it hard right now, kicking it off. $51 down to $38, and you have 5 budget pays. And man, look at that. Ooh. The chain is included, by the way, set in sterling silver, and you have a really wonderful little detail here. Have you ever seen this before, Tyler? Look at what we've done. Look at what we've done, dude. There's an extra jump ring on this one.
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, there's an extra jump ring. So you can actually wear this at 18 inches or 20 inches. Now, if you wanted to stack this with some of the sterling silver chains that we just had earlier, oh my goodness, you're owning it. That's gorgeous. All right, there's also a version of this that has a 14 karat, I believe it's going to be gold overlaid, probably 10 karat gold on top of it. So you can get it all sterling with rhodium or all sterling with gold. And either one of them are just spectacular. Now there's a bundle and save. So this is item number 1. Show me the numbers, please, Tyler. You can bundle and save. There are still a few of the rings left. So there is a bundle and save online. The ring is $229. The pendant is $254. When you bundle and save, it means you're at $484.98. Now, you save 10% right away. So $484 goes to $436. Now you select both of those, you drop them in your cart. Now you type in live 25, and $484 goes to $436, and $436 goes to $327. And here's the thing that blows me away. $327, that's like buying the pendant and getting the ring for $100. And it's a 1 carat ring. 1 carat. If you wanted to do both, your budget pay is $65.47 for that, plus the ring. Your budget pay would be $2 a day, $65.47. Happy shopping, happy lab-grown diamonds. You can afford a better color. I'm saying better, you can afford a higher color. You can now afford a more rare clarity. The cutting on these, even though it's imperceptible to your eye, for those of us who use this little monster on a daily basis. The cutting on these is so beautiful. I worked for a diamond importer for a while in Chicago. They're on Michigan Avenue, and you know, we only sold to jewelry stores. I could not have sat down at that picking table in the early 90s and picked diamonds for these pieces, and said I could not give you this price for 1 carat of diamonds back then. Okay, it's an amazing deal. You really do have to see it to believe it. And in spite of all the diamond talk and stuff that I give you, and I really do want to help you learn, but in spite of all that, if you just throw all that out and you say, oh, be quiet, and you just simply look at the pieces, you will see instantly, pretty much instantly, the difference between the lab-grown diamonds you get at Shop LC and any earth mine diamonds that you have in your collection already. In fact, I would challenge you to do that. Get these home, go to your jewelry box, pull out your favorite cluster ring, and just look at the difference. It's remarkable. It's wonderful, and it's so affordable. $65 if you wanted to do the ring and the pendant combo. Okay, we're moving and grooving. There are 37 of the pendants, and I know for sure there are not a lot of the rings as well. So please, any problems, 888-835-2237. The luxuriant lab-grown diamonds have gotten to be fan favorites around here at Shop LC because many people are realizing that you can now break free of the stranglehold that you get from, you know, just regular retail. I love that. And when you're talking about diamonds, they're just beautiful. Really, really nice. I'm wearing these right now, and they're amazing. Let me show you what that would look like if you wanted to layer these. For the first time ever, you do not have to wait around for, you know, a big sale or that retail sale where you have to get in there and use loyalty points and who knows whatever hoops and hurdles you have to jump through. This is luxuriant lab-grown diamonds, and 35 points. I mean, what a creative use of diamond carat weight, right? So not a huge carat weight, but still a piece that just looks so fun. You have this beautiful sort of double ribbon or double river kind of flow design on these. And at regular retail, if you were going to find those, expect to be $700, $800, $900, maybe $1,200 because the workmanship on this is just so beautifully done. Slightly open. These are fixed so the ribbons don't move. They may have a little bit of sway back and forth, but just really a lovely piece. And let me show you what it looks like up close. It's not a big silhouette. It's only about 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8, but it is so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at that. I mean, a really, really lovely option. Now, good news, bad news. I have 23 of these. This is item number 2. The most, the average price on these, the average price, I should say, that you spend for a thank you gift for your bridesmaids is about $149. This is a beautiful ring. This is a beautiful earring that your attendants can wear forever. Forever. They will go back to this ring over and over. I have a pair of earrings in my jewelry box, Tyler, that's been there for about 40 years. And they were a gift from a dear friend of mine. She asked me to be at her wedding, and I did. I've never worn those earrings again. Never. You know why? Can I tell you, Tyler? Because they're ugly. They're not the kind of thing I would wear. Now, did they go great with the outfit I wore? Yes, they did. So don't be hating on me. They did what they needed to do. And at the moment that I needed to wear them and look great in them, I did. But they're just not my style. I would never wear them again anytime, any place. And unfortunately, that's the scenario a lot of times. When you go with a classic, like a diamond hoop earring, you don't have to worry if they're going to get worn. They'll get worn, they'll get treasured, they'll get owned, they'll get passed down. I mean, it just becomes an instant party. Your everyday price on these is $134. Your Shop LC Live 25 coupon is going to take this from $134.99 all the way down to $101. We're going to split that into 5 easy payments. So your budget pay goes from $27 all the way down to $20.25. And 5 budget pays, all interest-free, no credit check, no qualifying, no questions asked. You get all the good stuff with us here at Shop LC. You most definitely do. But what a gorgeous hoop earring, that double row. And there's another really important design feature too. This has, you've got an inside and an outside. So they are both designed to frame your face. You can wear them with the inside piece closer to your jawline, or you could wear them if you wanted with the uplifted piece on your ear, and they'll always be a mirror image. That is a very subtle indicator of a very experienced design team. Subtle, but it tells me that the design team built those to be worn and treasured. Yeah, so get busy. Drop those in your cart. And if you're thinking about those for your bridesmaids, or if you're thinking about those for your quinceañera or a baptism or a bat mitzvah or whatever that event is, and you need to pick up multiples of those, even if you're a reseller, we're very reseller friendly. And if we can help you out in any way, call Personal Shoppers, 888-835-2237. And thank you for that. Okay, we're going to be moving and grooving. Coming up next. Ooh. Okay. Where's my gardeners out there? Where's my garden gals? Okay. Tyler, are you growing anything?
I wish.
How did your gardening go this year?
We didn't have any this year, but hopefully next year.
Oh, goodness. Same here. I actually grew a few tomatoes this year, so that was a fun thing.
I love observing. I'll say that.
You love what?
Observing. I love looking at it. I love nature. I love being outside.
You're like, bring me some squash any day. But, yeah, didn't have any. It takes a while to learn it, But it's so pleasant. And I bring up gardening because these are beautiful. There's something about this that reminds me of a stargazer lily or a poinsettia. I mean, it's just got such a great vibe to it. But here's the thing. You know what? Let me get this out of the way right now. Here's the thing. When you put these on, I had somebody say, oh, you know what? I never in a million years thought I would love the leverbacks, but I love the leverbacks. I do too, because it's a game changer. If you've ever,
necklace next.
I know.
Oh.
I'm gonna put these on too though now, because is there a bundle and save? Maybe sort of kind of.
We'll check.
Okay, this is going to be item number 3. Here we go. Okay, thank you. Sorry for that indulgence. Looks like a stargazer lily. Looks like a poinsettia. Looks like a bargain to yours truly, my friends. Half a carrots. And what I love about them too is that they're so beautifully cut that they always look heavier than they actually are. And that's a wonderful thing. The chain is included on this. This is in sterling silver, finished off with rhodium. You just have a powerhouse piece here. The floral is so soft and feminine, very reminiscent and inspired by the Art Nouveau movement, which embraced all of the beautiful things that we find naturally in the world. But man, this makes a stunning statement on the neckline. Just a little bit of shimmer. And when you cap it off with the matching earrings, you are rocking it. And they're, I put them on both because I want you to see that they're individually, they're not, big, oversized, chunky pieces. They have a wonderful sort of stylized floral sophistication that make them wearable any place, anytime, anywhere. I mean, you could wear these out to a big event on Saturday. You could wear them to your house of worship on Sunday. They're just perfectly beautiful. And there's no extra bail. So when you look at the top of that, it looks like it's just sort of floating on your neckline. It's just really nice. Okay, everyday low price on this is $199. You see, once you get these home and you figure out the wow factor, my goodness, well done. So there you go. Your budget pay right now is $40. Live 25 is going to save you 25%. So your budget pay goes from $40 to $30. Big, wonderful. Your chain is included. Absolutely stunning. Half a carat, nothing to sneeze at. And the whole piece is done in a footprint that's about ½ an inch. So a very nice piece. Even the most conservative of workplaces, you would be able to wear this and be perfectly on point. I mean, it's that beautiful blend of sophisticated and subtle, but at the same time, I got this going on. Okay, $30 on the budget pay. And by the way, that's no interest, no credit check, no qualifying. And are we going to do the earrings next?
Yes, earrings next.
Okay, earrings next.
Beautiful pair.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, this is a little bit of a topsy-turvy because we actually have 42 of the pendants. However, we only have 19 pairs of earrings. You know what? This kind of looks like an orchid. Wow, that's beautiful. Just gorgeous. Okay, the earrings are going to be item number 5. I'm sorry, number 4. There are 19 pairs of those earrings, and they match that pendant. No apologies. Beautifully done. This is number 4. If you click the box below, there will be an instant connection with this item on the Shop LC website. Don't have to wait around. Don't have to type anything. Point, click, done. Boom, boom, boom. Now the earrings are 1 carat. That's what I was hoping. The earrings are 1 carat, y'all. Because this pendant, you're essentially getting a pendant for the neckline. Now you're getting 2 pendants that have been converted into earrings. The pendant is 1/2 carat. You have 1/2 carat and 1/2 carat. So now you have 1 full carat on the earrings. You're at $334.99. I cannot even imagine what you would pay for these retail. And the thing is, if you were going to look at these at Earthmine diamonds, they would be very expensive because you're looking at beautiful color and clarity grades. GH, they're going to face up white, and your clarity is eye clean SI, at least eye clean SI. And I'll tell you one of the things that really makes me happy when I look at the grading is that they're a little bit conservative, so I feel comfortable saying at least, and very likely a little bit better. The whole point is they are eye clean, eye clean. You don't see a single thing in these diamonds, and you wouldn't. $334.99. Your budget pay is $67. Live 25 means your budget pay goes to $50.24 because your price goes from $334 down to $251. $334 to $251. Your budget pay is $67. It's down to $50. That's a $17 savings on every single budget pay. $17. And I have to say it again, you are not getting an introductory, oh, try it and we'll save you money on the first budget pay. Every one of those 5 budget pays reflects a $17 savings. It's unbeatable, unbelievable, and here it is. A just absolutely beautiful piece. Look at that, my friends. That is gorgeous. There is just no other way to say that. That is a beautiful piece. Look at that. There's your earrings. Now, do we bundle and save on this one?
No bundle and save.
Okay.
Sadly.
What I would do, honestly, I would call personal shoppers and say, is there a bundle and save? Because sometimes it doesn't get added. I would call them and ask them about the bundle and save. It never hurts to ask, right? Never hurts to ask. Yes. All right, 3 is the pendant with chain combo, and the chain is adjustable from 20 to 18 inches. The earrings are $334.99. There are only 19 of those available, but it goes down to $251. $251 for 1 full carat in their GHI color. That is the magic of lab-grown diamonds when you buy them from Shop LC. Now, be forewarned. You can buy lab-grown diamonds in other places out there. You're going to pay a lot of money. A lot of money. Are they different than these? No. Lab-grown diamonds bring a level of consistency into the diamond market that just only happens because they're lab-grown. And that's a wonderful thing because as consumers, finally you can make sense out of it. You can make sense out of it. Now, one good floral inspired deserves another. This one is going to give you a little rosette in the center where you got a cluster of round diamonds, and then you've got these cascading layers of petals all the way around that are set with baguettes. So we're going to move on to item number 5, but I got to tell you, it's my job. Only 12 of these remaining. We do have these in size, let's see, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 7, 8, 9, and 10 on this.
And 6.
Oh, we have 6. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's your little rosette of round brilliance, and each one of those has 57 facets. And then look at this sort of stair set, sort of cascading petals all the way around that are set with channel set baguettes. And then on the shoulders, same. Baguettes, baguettes, a little bit of open space. You'll see luxuriant stamped in the band, which is your reminder that these are in fact lab-grown diamonds. 925 sterling silver tells you that they are in sterling silver. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These are a 10 on the most hardness scale. They are graded exactly as their natural counterparts. They have an adamantine luster just like their natural counterparts. They are beautiful, beautiful pieces. And these are going to be GH in color and also SI in clarity. So a lovely piece, whether it's for a pointer, middleman, ring finger. Some of you will look at that and go, that's my next wedding band. I love that some of you are stepping out, getting a little adventurous with your bridal collection, and you're no longer limiting yourself to just one wedding ring or one engagement ring. How Princess Grace of you. I love it. Okay, at retail, $1,499. At Shop LC, $239. At Shop LC for 48 hours and a live stream price, $239 goes down to $179. And your budget pay goes from $48 to $36. That's a $12 payment. That's a $12 savings. That means that you've saved $60 over the course of 5 budget pays because that savings happens on every single budget pay. It's a wonderful thing. Live stream viewers, we've got the live stream dream team of personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. And remember, Monday through Friday, the live stream shows happen 5 times a day, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., also 2, 6, and 8. 2, 6, and 8 live stream. And if you miss one, don't worry. The live stream library's got you. We've added the timestamps as well, so you can watch the show, you can scoot along and find the piece you want to look at, go back and check it out on the web, but you cannot wait on these deals. They are 48 hours and done. So you want to make sure that you get all the savings you need on diamonds. And if you've been holding off on diamonds, if you said, I can't make sense out of it, it's too complicated, that luxuriant lab-grown diamonds is going to be a massive game changer for you in a wonderful way. Okay, moving on to item 6. And remember, you got to type in live 25. Also, this is a great time to remind you that every piece comes, if you want, with a 2-year warranty program. So the Sure Shield program is a great way to add 2 worry-free years to any piece that you buy here at Shop LC. Half a carat, and are you looking at how this is set? Prongs, shared prongs. So you've got prongs that are designed to work really, really hard, hold everything in place, and at the same time disappear and be invisible. Sterling silver, finished with rhodium. This, man, that looks like fireworks on the 4th of July. That is so gorgeous. Take a look at that. When you click below, it will take you immediately to this item on the Shop LC website. If you just fell in love with this and you want somebody to grab it for you, you have a birthday or an anniversary or celebration coming up, you can drop a hint. Click the drop a hint little envelope and you can enter their email and we'll send them a hint. We'll send them a little message. Hey, somebody that you love has been shopping today. It's a wonderful thing. Okay, 12 of these to go around. If you want a size 9, I got one. You got to hurry. If you want size 5, we have 1. You cannot wait. You have to put this in your cart now. Type live 25. Your savings is pretty much instant gratification. Our everyday price on this, instead of a retail at around $1,800, our everyday price is $254.99. Your savings happens instantly. Your price goes to $191. $190. Wait a second. He's right, $191. I was going to say run the numbers again, but it's right, $191. Wow. You just saved $954. You just saved $63. And you got that design. This is a tricky one. I mean, I'm going to show you why this is tricky, and I'm going to put it on this little display, and I'm going to show it to you this way. I'll just put it on my finger. This is tricky, y'all. Take a look at that setting. That is beautiful. I mean, that is just, that's flat. That is so hard. I mean, that is such a challenge, y'all. That is a lot of work right there. Okay? So thanks, everybody. You have 57 diamonds, and I don't know where in the world you can walk into any place and get this, first of all, the variety, but just the sheer level of quality. And the other part about it, too, is I'm going to brag for a second, the packaging on this. I know you're probably thinking, well, why are you talking about the packaging? It's beautiful. I mean, this is part of the magic of owning a beautiful piece of jewelry. You just want it to be pretty from the moment. This is about making memories and making magic. But you got to hurry with this, my friends. Drop it in your cart. Know that you're getting a good deal on a good deal. 12 of those to go around, and that's it. Your budget pay goes down to $38. That's huge. Huge. Okay. We're going to put another piece on your neckline, a little sparkler. Your chain is included on this one, and it's got a huge upgrade. Get ready for item number 7 coming up next. Item number 7. Again, beautiful setting. I really admire the way that these stones are so beautifully set, and even before the setting, the way that the settings are even built. My friends, we have a design team, 30, 40, 50, 60 designers all over the place in different workshops around the globe. And this is the quality that you really have to become accustomed to. These look and feel and wear and garner compliments like a custom-made piece. They really do. Look at that. Now that, oh yeah. Here's the thing. That's 1 carat on your neckline. And if you're already wearing, diamond clusters, that's fine. I have, diamond clusters. The thing is, when you take these clusters, these groupings of beautiful small stones, and you put them all together next to pieces that you purchased at retail, you're going to see instantly that this is a much more robust and incredible look and feel. Okay, amazing on this. Now we have 8 of these to go around. This is 1 full carat. And I just cannot believe the prices. Okay, every day $254.99. I remember sorting diamonds for companies, putting them. We're going to do the setting, and there's no way I could have matched this price. That was in the 90s, y'all. That was a long time. It wasn't last week. That was 30 years ago. This is the kind of powerhouse savings and value that you get on lab-grown diamonds. You'll treasure these forever. I mean, I would say you might even treasure them more because there's no pain of ownership here. There's no budgetary gotcha. This is just, you own it, you know what it is, you appreciate it for what it is. It's a diamond. It is a diamond. It's a diamond plus science. And this is not an overnight success. Do you know how long it took science and industry to create the overnight success of a diamond? Many people are just hearing about lab-grown diamonds. How long do you think that is, Tyler? Just guess. Pick a number.
100.
Oh, yeah, about 100 years. The original idea for somebody trying to create diamonds started out in the late 1800s. I mean, think about that. It took us that long to unlock Mother Nature's idea. And then once you understand the formula, that's when the real work begins, because now you got to figure out how you grow them. I mean, these have to go through a process of heat and pressure that basically, on a small scale, without the volcanic eruption, thank goodness, replicates the intensity of the natural geologic process that forms these amazing crystals in the first place. Think about that. You have to, in a controlled way, recreate that growth pattern, that growth habit, that environment that includes intense pressure, intense heat, and you have to do it in such a way that, number one, you get diamonds, and number two, you don't blow up the dadgum lab. I mean, think about the concept of that. It's amazing. Beautiful pieces, beautiful pieces. $254.99 goes down to $191. Your budget pay goes from $51 to $38 and change. That is luxuriant lab-grown diamonds at Shop LC, and an incredible visual experience, and not a bad day for the budget either. Not a bad day for the budget either. That's a little bit more than $1 a day. That's less than $1.25 a day. You know that? And how many stones do we have altogether? Let's see, 57, 57, 6. I mean, you're talking about a few dollars per diamond. You want to do an experiment? Walk into a jewelry store anywhere and just reach into your pocket and just take out $100 bill and say, give it a good pop and say, I'm here to buy a diamond. I want to buy a diamond. I got $100. What am I going to buy? Maybe a trip out the door with the security guard. You don't. This, Tyler, have you done this? I heard a chuckle over there. But seriously, the value that you're getting for what you're actually receiving is just wonderful. Thank goodness somebody puts you in the heart and soul of every single deal so you get this kind of experience and that kind of savings, because all too often it's either one or the other. There's not very many places I know of where you get the this and the that. I mean, Tyler, this is going to sound terribly cheap, but it's 1,000% true, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed because I'm about to overshare. So, put the puppies and the kids away. I'm about to overshare. I headed home the other day and I picked up a fast food hamburger at my favorite place because I eat pretty healthy almost all the time, but there's just something about that one place, that's got that one thing. So I went in and I said, and I'd like extra tomato. Oh my gosh. Call the Brinks truck, right? She wants an extra slice of tomato. Doesn't matter that I didn't want cheese. They didn't give me money back. No. Can I swap out the cheese for the tomato? Nope. We're going to keep the cheese and we're going to charge you extra for the tomato. That's retail pricing. I get it. Everybody's got to make money. I understand that. Don't begrudge anybody for making money, but I love the way that we can continue to put you heart, soul, and smack dab in the middle of every single transaction, ensuring that to the very best of our ability in any single deal, it's the best that we can do at that moment in time. I love it. I treasure that, and I'm proud to be part of it. But when you backtrack a little bit and you see, how purchasing math works and better, in just in every place, it's interesting. But it all boils down to the same thing. Get as much as you can get and be unapologetic about it. At Shop LC, we have a management team that brings their own lunch and sits around in the cafeteria and decides, okay, well, we got this Potty Tourmaline show coming up. How are we going to make sure we got some good prices on there? Where can we help our customers save a little bit? That's what it's about. And we do that in a sustainable way so that the company continues after 19 years on air and now adding social media platforms on a regular basis. We continue to grow and thrive and deliver joy with every single piece. I'm going to tell you, I'm hooked. If it sounds like I'm hooked, if it sounds like I drink the Kool-Aid, give me a picture. Give me a picture, and we're happy with that. You will never know what it's like to not overpay and to get an incredibly fair deal until you put one thing in your cart. I want to ask you one favor. Just try it, okay? It's not a challenge. I don't want you to feel threatened, but I'm just going to say, why don't you just try it? It is radically different. It is radically wonderful, and it could change the way you give gifts for the rest of your life. You may have just ushered in a brand new season of joy, delivering joy to yourself, your family, your friends, your circle of influence, the people that you support, the auctions that you donate to. Hopefully, delivering joy in every single piece means that that joy ripples out and you embrace that for your life as well. All right, my friends, we are moving on. We are talking about lab-grown diamonds today. I am your resident rock hound, your downtown rock hound, your diamond grading auntie. You can call me Bex or Becky, and that's okay as well. But don't miss the diamond deals, okay? Do not miss them. Coming up next, item number 8 in the lineup, and it's a lab-grown diamond cross. This features 90 points total. It's got a lot of open work on it. Of course, it's the cross, and here you can say that the body of the cross is made by the S in the word Jesus. If you want something that's a powerful expression of faith, something that becomes a treasured family heirloom, almost a relic, you need to be able to put your hand on your neckline from time to time during the day and calm down, take a breath, relax, let it go. This is a wonderful place to start, okay? If you're celebrating a confirmation, a baptism, a christening, graduation from a Christian school, heading off to college, this is a wonderful place to start. For yourself, your friends, your family, your loved ones, this is a wonderful place to begin again, to renew, to reset. This has 90 points of diamonds, and it is beautifully made. Hopefully it will remind you that you are beautifully made by design, and that at all times you are exactly where you should be. Your price for the final 13 of these incredible inspired pieces every day of the week at Shop LC is $269.99 with 5 budget pays of $54. Drop it in your cart. It's down below. Click the link, drop it in the cart. When you type in Live 25, this piece goes from $54 down to $41. That's a $13 savings on every single one of 5 budget pays. Your all-in price goes from $269 to $202 and change. So that's a $66, $67 savings on the piece, and you hang on to every bit of that savings because we're going to split that up over your 5 budget pays. Someone who's going through a rebirth or regeneration, somebody who's involved in a 12-step program, somebody that you know that's lost somebody, because sometimes no matter how close you are to that person, they've experienced a deep and profound loss of someone, the loss of a spouse, the loss of a friend, the loss of a child. Sometimes you don't know what to say. There are times in life where you cannot find a word to express what you're really feeling, and that's why we have pieces like this. And it doesn't matter. Are you a person who, maybe you or your gift recipient, you go to church every Sunday? Great. You understand the symbolism of this. Are you a person who doesn't go to church every Sunday? Have you been disconnected from your faith and you're sort of getting back into that and sort of seeing the wisdom and having that practice again? Are you sending somebody off to boot camp, to basic training? Are you sending a kiddo off to college for the first time? Have you had a life-changing experience or diagnosis and you need to be able to just remember, just remember. You need to sometimes realize that sometimes we sort of say, oh, those are just things, okay? And then you look at every great spiritual practice out there, and guess what? We all have our tokens, our mementos. We all have our physical expressions of how important that faith really is. Something like a rosary, something like prayer beads, something like a beautiful pendant that you can seriously just go, maybe it's an instant calm down. There are 13 of these. The price right now is $269 with the $54 budget pay, and it goes down to $40.49 with your 5 budget pays. Tyler, could we please take a look at all 6 reviews on this, because this is 100% 5-star reviews. Okay, we can also do build to, ship to on this, but when you sometimes have no words to say, sometimes this says it all. Lighted box, beautiful, deserves 100 stars. Okay. J, the diamonds have a nice sparkle, looks nice, not too flashy. I love that. Sometimes if it's an expression of faith, you don't want it to be too flashy, and at the same time you remember all the beautiful icons that they're present in Jewish practices, they're present in Christian practices, they're present all around the world in every single practice. Teresia, I'm so glad I listened to Lolo. This necklace is a stunning representation of my faith, and it's not too flashy. I love that. Edette said, this necklace is exactly what I was looking for. The diamond sparkle, the length is nice, and it's truly beautiful. Highly recommend. That's Edette. She's also a verified buyer. Is that the end of them? Oh, thank you. Love this necklace. It's wonderfully made and sparkles for days. So glad I purchased it. It's a little larger than I expected, but love the size. On spot, looks great against my skin tone. Now, you can buy it with rhodium on top. There's another option, hopefully, maybe a few left that have gold on top of it with the vermeil mounting. You'll have to check that out behind the scenes. But the way that you do that is you click the item, which is already pinned for you below, and you go and check it out. We got 13 left, my friends. Sooner or later, you will be the person that experiences something that rocks you back and sets you back. Sometimes that's you, and sometimes that's somebody near and dear to you. But there are going to be those times, and there may have been those times already where you just say to yourself, God, what do you say? I mean, what do you say? And that's what you do. You send something that steps in where words are clunky, awkward tools. Okay. Item number 8. Item number 9. We're going to take you to a place that is a classic look and feel. These are beautiful diamond stud earrings, and oh my goodness gracious, these are some kind of sparkly. Now, these are a carat 10 total, so in each ear you have 55 points. And yes, they're in sterling silver. Yes, you have gold on top of that. Yes, you have a beautiful butterfly back, which is included, so the metal back is there. We know it's important to you. And yes, you have 25% off. Yes, you do. The thing about these, though, is if you compare these to perfection. Your earring, his earring, it's the earring of choice. It's a diamond stud. Whether you have a single piercing, double, multiple, doesn't matter. Wear it on your earlobe, wear it up higher if you need to add a little beautiful bling to other piercings as well. But it's a real diamond, y'all. If you wanted to look at things that have this kind of presence, color, cut, and clarity in the real world for an earth mine diamond, you would spend a fortune. You'd probably be at around $3,000 just as the opening price for earth mine diamonds. These right now at Shop LC, this is crazy. These right now at Shop LC, I'm going to ask you, Tyler, that's our price?
Yes. Don't question it, just roll with it, right?
I can't even talk about that. Okay. Yeah, $199. We just finished with a clearance event. This is probably a leftover from clearance pricing because our regular price is $574. Great deal, $574. Yellow gold on top of sterling silver. You could wear both of those at this price. I would tell you get 2 pairs and double up. Get one for Pops and one for Junior. One for your favorite uncle. Don't miss out on this deal. I can guarantee you right now when that first cup of coffee kicks in and somebody goes, oh, dang it, I was supposed to, whatever. Tyler, say it again. Listen to Tyler.
Just get it.
Just get it. $149.99? No way. Yes way right now. But there are only 7 pairs. 18 karat yellow gold. Your budget pay, well, the price should be $574. It's at $199, which goes to $149. Your budget pay goes down to, it's just going to be
no budget pay on this one.
Okay. If you need budget pay, call the personal shoppers. 888-835-2237. It's the price on this is down to where it should be just for one budget pay. Can I say that? I mean, really, you should be making 5 budget pays of $149. You're at all in at $149. Okay, call the personal shopper if you need budget pay on your 1.1 carat set of diamond earrings. Okay, call your personal shopper and do it NOW right now. Okay, there are 7 pairs. Good luck, happy shopping. And don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't warn you, because you've been warned. Oh gosh, hurry. Okay, we're gonna say in earring mode. Are you ready for this? we're going to switch over to some hoop-de-hoops. And I do love these because they are no earring back. Just recently lost an earring. If they ever change the pipe in my bathroom sink, I can tell you what, the little trap thing, if they ever change that, Tyler, there's no amount of telling how many earrings are in that thing. Half a dozen at least that I know of for sure. At least. Okay. There's just nothing. Ain't no hoop earring like a diamond hoop earring, y'all. Amazing. This is going to be number 10. All right, number 10. These feature 1.25 carats total, and this is not just diamond hoops, okay? It is. But let me just get this out of the way. Hold on. Look at this. You've got this wonderful, this little sort of geometric pattern of all those emerald cuts, those little baguettes that just pop in like a stained glass window almost. I mean, look how beautiful that is. They sort of hopscotch around. You have an established pattern though. Anytime you mix two shapes into anything, earring, pendant ring, you have changed the level of workmanship. You mix two shapes together, and in addition to that, one is round and one has sharp right angle edges.